slow down before turning. You don't want to turn your wheel and then slam on your brakes, because then you'll drop your bike, probably. Unless you can put your feet down and manhandle it like a man. Alright, so we're going to work. It's a Wednesday. It's going to possibly rain. Nothing wrong with that. That's alright. I've had that happen on me before. That's nothing new. Nothing new. Roads aren't great, but that's how it is. Let's see. Is there a popo up here? No, popo. Here we go. 8 seconds. So we're not going to turn the bike off for 8 seconds. Okay. Here we go. Red light. 3, 2, 1, go. Everybody else stopped. Nice. So, what's going on? This Saturday, we have a Paradigm ride. If you don't know what Paradigm is, it's a monthly Atlanta ride that we do. Me and ZX10 Mosey, or FX Mosey, or one of the other 3 accounts that he has, if you want to run up on him. We're going to get that down. We will have videographers, and we should have police escort this time. Something that we've been working on. If we can't confirm the police escort, we'll probably postpone it, because we are not going to put up with people like not really following the laws and that kind of stuff, because it's all about safety and community. That's the whole point of the ride. But every month we get people together. It doesn't matter if you're on a cruiser, if you're on a Suron, if you're on a Grom, if you're on a sport bike. We want you. If you got a patch, if you don't got a patch, you know, all the same. You know, we get everyone together, we go on a nice little ride. Like I said, should be police escorted. We're gonna end up on a big old bridge with everybody, which will be awesome. But yeah, so it's gonna be one of those things that as we get it completed more, it's not just gonna be a ride. We are working on getting locations to do a Caffeine and Octane like ride to an event. But we have everybody kind of come in together. Yeah, having like fucking 200 bikes pull up to an event all at the same time while having people there already. Super dope. Lots are expensive though. So we're working on getting that set up to where, you know, we could have a lot, you know, food trucks, like porta potties, and entertainment, possibly a DJ, you know. Get everything to where it's like, you know, you can't just have the bikes parked there. That's not going to be quite enough. So you got to have more stuff, you know. So we're going to have more stuff and have a thing to, you know, have it go for like 12 to 6 or something. It's like a full day. The closest thing we have to that here right now in Atlanta or Georgia is Caffeine and Octane. Bikes will go, but they have to park in the regular lot instead of in the show. They used to be a part of their show, but they're not anymore. So that's, you know, a lot of people are kind of upset about that, which I understand. You know, we've been supporting Caffeine and Octane for a long time, and we kind of get kicked to the curb. I understand that some people, they're not everyone's going to be super respectful, and they never really police the bike part that much. And you would get some people that would do like some rev bombs and that kind of stuff. But you get that happening with the cars too. So it's not like it wasn't just the bikes. So you can't like say, oh well, you know, only the bikes were doing this, because that's not true. It wasn't just the bikes, it was also the cars. So hopefully we'll end up getting like all those people, you know. And plus, who doesn't want to ride too? You know, that's another big thing. I don't think we're gonna get the light. Nope, we don't get the light. It's gonna take a minute. Hey, what's up, bro? I will be one of the videographers. I don't actually even ride at my own event yet. We will get to a point eventually where I will be riding at them, but you know, I got an FX6, which is a really nice camera. I'll get to enjoy the fruits of my labor later as the company takes off a little bit more. I'm gonna say when the company takes off a little bit more, not if the company takes off more, because we're putting a lot into this shit, you know? I mean, it's just one of those things to where like, the more you work at something, the better it's gonna be. And this is going to be one of those cases. It's a little Honda Ruckus. Nice. And then, yeah, just like regular work too. I'm trying not to burn myself out too much. I do have a regular job as well. and I only work my regular job 3 days a week. I do try to make content as well. Obviously, I'm going to get a lot more consistent with my content. Hopefully this camera, I got the Insta Ace Pro 2. I returned my GoPro because I was kind of unhappy with a lot of things. I didn't like the upload. I didn't like the things that were supposed to be nice features on it. I wasn't a big fan of it. Felt like the camera overheated quite a lot. I do understand we're shooting in 8K, which this is supposed to be 8K straight out of the box. No ND filters on this yet. This is just out of the box, put on the helmet and shoot. So hopefully this is going to look really good, sound good too. I mean, I'm using a Rode lavalier mic. It's like a $90 mic. I think after everything, I bought like a portable charging pack for the batteries for this thing. It was like $70. The camera, I bought the 2 battery camera, not the 1 battery, because I was like, okay, one's not going to be enough. I like to continually record. I would like to have something on the helmet that just continuously charges it, but I'm not quite there yet. I don't want to have a battery pack that also weighs my helmet down. The love of my Alpha Stars helmet is that it is a little bit lighter. It wouldn't be the end of the world adding a little bit of weight as long as it makes sense. Now, where it would go is a totally separate issue. The other issue that I'm running into that I have a solution for already is whenever I'm riding with my girlfriend, you can't hear. Obviously, I have a lavalier mic on. You can hear my music, so you definitely can't hear my girlfriend talking in my Cardo. Now, I have a wireless go-to, the lavalier, like the portable mics as well. So I can put one on the inside of this, on the other side of my lavalier, and then I can have the receiver on the outside of the helmet and then plugged into the Ace Pro 2. Those mics work pretty good too. I've used them before. I'm not against them. The quality's pretty good, the sound's pretty good. It will take some tweaking to get everything perfect again. I think that this lavalier mic that I have now cuts out sound a little bit better, to where you can still hear the mic of the bike. I respond to a lot of things that she says, so it'd be cool for you guys to hear what she's saying rather than my mic me just saying random shit. I'll probably figure that out for when we're riding together, but you know, a lot of my riding is on my own too, where she's at work or something. So it's good to have the lavalier set up to where I'm not just constantly using the Rode and having to take it off and charge it and all this and that. This other lavalier mic just goes right beside the microphone that I have for the Cardo. I've tried the Cardo setup too. I can just use the Cardo directly into the Insta. However, if I do that, then I can't get my directions. I can't hear my directions from my phone. I can't connect to my phone at the same time. People said that you could do that with the Insta360. I found that that was not possible. For some reason, if I connected to my phone first, it wouldn't connect to the Insta. If I connected to the GoPro, if I connected to the GoPro first, then it wouldn't reconnect to the phone. It says it's possible. I couldn't get it to work. I have an iPhone. Most people that I know in the States that do social media have iPhones as well. I don't know if it's just me or if it's everybody else, but yeah, that was another issue that I ran into. It took a long time, even like cabled, to transfer files into the computer on the GoPro, whereas I can do a lot more of my own editing on the phone with the Insta, and I can still bring it onto the computer if I want to. You know, that's not an issue. But if I only wanted to edit via the phone, I can do that as well. GoPro does have an editing software, but I don't like it as much because on Insta you can jump cut, where it's like, okay, I can take this to here, and then I can move further on into the video and then do there to there. Whereas on GoPro, I never found a way to do that. I spent about a day looking through the editing software, and then I kind of gave up and just put it into the computer to where I can go into After Effects or CapCut or one of these other ones. You just go in and cut where you want and delete everything else. I kind of like the interface with the Insta a lot better. Obviously, I have an X3 right here that I've used. I've owned a total of 3 X3s. I want to get an X5. It's just money is just not in the budget for an X5. And maybe sometime I'll get big enough to where they reach out to me if they don't mind sending me one or two, so I can have one on the front, one on the back, which would be amazing. That just takes time and that kind of stuff. So gaining more followers, that would be awesome. It helps me reach them a lot easier and get to that point. I'm doing pretty well though. On TikTok right now, I'm at 20,000 followers. A lot of that's due to me having half a foot and going live. However, I would like more organic reach as well, rather than just the live, because I've kind of found that on TikTok lives, I get a lot of people in my lives, but then it kind of also creates a lot of like spammy botness. Having a bunch of followers with no engagement doesn't really do anything for you. Yeah, it makes you look good at first, but then you realize really quickly that it's just kind of a wasted effort. And just because you have a certain number of followers doesn't mean a company wants to work with you if you don't have a similar engagement or even like similar morals to what the company wants with their product. You don't want to have a bunch of people that are just using it to run from the police and then give them cameras to make it seem like you're encouraging people to run from the police. I don't do that kind of shit, but you know, everybody's got their own thing. I try to post more real life interactions with the X3. I get to capture a lot of those things with it being 360, but I don't want to have my microphone stuck to there. I've tried the X3 on the base, and it just kind of flops over and it weighs down the helmet a lot. Another thing that I like about the Ace Pro 2 is that it's a lot lighter seemingly than the X3. I could be wrong, but I've noticed that it doesn't pull my helmet down as much. And I don't feel the strain as much as I did with the Hero Black 13. A lot of people really love the GoPros, but I just don't understand. Like, I even got a good deal on it. They were on sale. I paid $500 for the 13 creator package, which I think they're like normally like $580, and it still kind of let me down. I know that if I, tweaked with it, I could get the video looking a lot better, but just out of the box, it was just so underwhelming. I'm kind of hoping that this one's, a little bit better quality, where I can still tweak it to make it better, but I'm happy even if I just keep it out of the box, ready to go. Insta360's been fucking around with the AI stuff a lot, which is awesome. It makes it easier on us. So if I go in and I edit, I don't have to color grade everything a million times. So hopefully I can get away from that, like I do with the regular X3, of like, okay, it just looks good, I can just post this how it looks. I know it's not going to be as good as like my FX6, but with FX6 I have to do a lot of editing. I have to go in, I have to color grade, I shoot an S-Log, which allows the camera to pick up more colors, but if you don't have your settings right, then it's all trash. When you're writing, you can't be worried about all that kind of shit. Like, you really need something that's like a dual, like a be-all do-all kind of thing of like, okay, I just turn it on and hit record, and then it does what I need it to do. I'm liking it so far. The setup is very easy. I haven't signed up for the Insta Cloud service yet. I did that with the GoPro, so I ended up just throwing away 25 bucks for the year for the GoPro, which is fine. With the Insta, I believe, has something similar. I haven't read into it yet. I don't use it on the X3. I like to just go in and clip out my stuff, delete, and that kind of thing, where I can fuck around with it and CapCut it later. Through the Insta360 app, you can save it into your phone. So like if I wanted, like my first accident, so my accident 23, where the lady hit me as I was going through a green light, I have it saved on my phone. I'm good, bro. To where I can go back and look at it at any time and re-edit it and that kind of stuff, to where, that's a pretty important thing. 21,300 miles. All right, guys. Well, I'm at work now, so I'll talk to you later. Love you guys. Bye.